Good evening, everybody. It's good to see you again. Tonight we're going to go in a little deep and talk about things that may have happened in our past and how we can change our futures. The thing that I will always go back to and remember is that there was once upon a time where I was not this person you see in front of me. I was depressed, I was overweight, I was almost diabetic, and there were a lot of things going on. I had lost some family members right after I had lost the woman who I thought I was going to marry, and it just felt like I kept losing over and over again. But there was also a period in time during that whole period in time that I didn't think to myself, maybe I need a change. I remember I would sit there and beg for years for people to turn around and see me for who I was. But that's the thing, it's that during those years when everything felt like it was going against me, I also realized I was not supposed to be that person anymore. I have had a lot of regrets, and regret is something that is part of being human. You know, we have a lot of regrets because of the fact that if there's something that we might not have wanted to do, but it happens, then we take that out on ourselves, and that's unfair. But then there's also a lot of things that we didn't do, or a lot of things we haven't done that we also regret just as much. And that is also unfair. So during the time there was a lot going on that I had ended up regretting because of the fact that I just wasn't the right person at the time. And granted, I'm still not the greatest person alive. I still have a lot to learn. I still have a lot to go through. And, I still have to prove my worth as a man before I'm ever able to, well, for one, have the future I dream of, with a wife and children, fortune to provide for them and those that I love, and also the people that I don't know. Like, it takes a while. It does. But that's the thing, is that you can't have your regrets hold you back from reaching the future. Like I said, there were a lot of things that I didn't even realize were holding me back. There were a lot of things that I realized were also holding me back as well. But instead of complaining about why is this happening to me, maybe start to realize, oh, why don't I have that yet? What haven't I done to reach that point? And that can be worded in different ways. It could be worded in the wrong way, where you could start to lose your mind and think about, oh, why isn't this thing coming to me just yet? Don't I deserve it? I don't know. Have you proven your worth? Maybe rephrase it and think, what can I do to deserve this thing? And then maybe, just maybe, as long as you stick with it, you'll be able to reach that point. Day by day, bit by bit, everything will start to make sense. Those regrets that we hold on to, those sins, those moments that we didn't act, anything really, those are all things that we can avoid easily. Or if we let them linger, they're things that we have to heal from. Recently, I've come across a certain feeling in my chest that I've realized that I don't know how to, that I haven't really learned how to live without stress, without regret, without worry, without anxiety. So when I started letting go of everything that I didn't need anymore for the sake of what will be, I would get these weird pains in my chest. I would seize up as if I was about to cry, but I didn't cry. It was more so that feeling of where your whole body tenses up. And when that started happening, I tried to put the pieces together and realized, like, why is this happening? Like, you know, and yeah, it's because of the fact that all that stress, all that anguish, everything that I had been holding on to for years had finally started to loosen up. That it finally started to, I finally started to sever the ties that held me back from moving forward. So, for those of you who are going something similar, or going through something similar, it's okay to let go. Sometimes we don't even remember certain things that we did, but when we do remember them, it really does make the difference. And then once we start to realize that we don't deserve that where we're going, everything becomes a whole lot easier, a whole lot better. But I suppose that'll be it for now. Until next time, I hope you all stay safe. Winter is coming, which means we got a little while longer to make a difference in this year. So whatever you got going on, I hope you make these last few months a good one. But until next time, stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.